Good morning, everyone. It's March 21st. This is our third Sunday of the month, which means this is our healing service Sunday. And we will have a healing circle service later on in this program today. First of all, I want to welcome to everyone who's here today. If there's anyone here for the first time, we certainly welcome you. Thank you for joining us. You found us on Zoom. That's wonderful. The themes for this month are every idea produces an effect. Our thoughts are alive and active, and divine intelligence expresses through me. I'm looking forward to listening to our speakers again today and give us their perspective on everything regarding these three themes, possibly. I would like all of you to take this time to put your feet flat on the ground and get centered. Just relax, let go of all the things that you need to do today or that are yours to do later. Be here physically, mentally, spiritually for yourself. Close your eyes and just take a couple of deep breaths. Yes. And I'll ask Jim to play a little something for us during meditation.
I sit out late on my back stair, feel the breeze in the evening air. My thoughts wander to the mystery of the spirit world and the world I see.
This is the year of manifestation. We know our thoughts are alive and active, that divine intelligence expresses through us, and yes, every idea produces an effect. We are the shakers, the doers of life daily. We are the living beings of God. We show our light to all others we meet. I thank you, God, for this and so much more. And so it is. Jim, thank you for that music. It was lovely. It's time for our spiritual thought this morning. And that spiritual thought comes today from Patti Hummel. Patti, good morning.
Good morning. Live long and prosper. Jim, I just love that. Short and simple.
Thank you.
Great little segue into meditation. So as Joe reminded us, this month's themes are, let's see, every idea produces an effect. Our thoughts are alive and active, and divine intelligence expresses through me. So these themes are designed to aid us in our year of manifestation. And for me, they've been working really well. They've been working well. Of course, I've been writing a spiritual thought for our newsletter each week. So the themes are being like kind of imprint into my subconscious mind. Because I'm churning over it and trying to figure out what they really, really mean. And I encourage all of you to try writing the spiritual thoughts. Use them as a jumping off platform, so to say, like for, if you're into journaling, or as an inspiration for your artwork. And you don't have to turn them in. They won't be graded, but if you want to share, we'd love to hear them. Just let us know. So back to manifestation. I'm happy to say I'm getting a lot better at it. Like many of you, I've struggled this past year with lockdowns and running away from forest fires and worries over, finances and my health and, oh my God, what's going to happen? And honestly, it just got to be too much. And my usual modus operandi is to transform into Wonder Woman and figure out what to do to fix things. I'm a great fixer. But that wasn't working anymore. It felt like, life had just drained me of all my earthly resources. Everything I tried just wasn't working. And that's when truth hit me over the head with a 2x4. Guess what, Patti? You're not in charge. It was time to walk my talk, time to put the teachings of science of mind to the test. Now, Ernest Holmes said, let's see, I have a quote here. We must be convinced that abundance is the natural state of the universe. To experience and accept abundance in our life, we must be convinced that as we conceive and believe, the universe handles the details. I was so used to saying, well, maybe if I do this or I try that, I can make this happen. And somehow I missed that message about the universe handling the details. I didn't have to try so hard. It's that whole let go and let God thing. That is so true. So last month, when my funds were running low, I needed to come up with money for my health insurance. I've got Cobra going on, and that's really expensive. And I reminded myself that sources never let me down. I spent years as a single parent and struggled, but I somehow always got by. Well, guess what? My son called and he offered to pad my checking account a little bit. It was enough to get by. Then later, I was struggling to upgrade the Windows on this badly outdated PC that I use. I thought that I really should get a new one. One of those cool all-in-one ones, like Reverend Kim Haley has one. It's huge. It's gorgeous. I was like, ooh, I want one of those. I mean, after all, I'm doing some important work here. I've got my Emerson classes and I'm doing PLC Zoom on my tablet, which is less than ideal. So despite still needing to conserve money, I went on Amazon and I browsed and I allowed myself to believe that somehow Source would provide exactly the technology I require. And I let it go. I don't think about it anymore. I was like, well, be nice. Actually, I completely forgot about it until my husband came back from the post office with a big box. Guess what? I was floored. I'm looking forward to backing up my files on this old Dell PC and setting up our new HP all-in-one next week. And now for the best part. This is where it gets good. I've been collecting unemployment for a whole year now. I have a great job at Tenaya Lodge, but they were shuttered for a while and they opened at 20% capacity. And I miss my job and I miss my friends. But I always believed I'd be called back eventually. My husband worried. He kept dropping hints about, well, there's an opening at Sierra Tel and there's openings at the Pines and this and that. And, but I had faith. I had faith that Source would reveal its plans for me soon. I wasn't worried. Guess what? As I was typing up this spiritual thought, as I was typing this up, my boss called me and he told me that, that his facilities manager had taken another job and he needed me back as soon as possible because he knew I could help out. I've run that department before. And so next Monday, not this Monday, but next Monday, I'll be going back to work. And Ernest Holmes always talked about how you have to demonstrate it to yourself. And I'm convinced science of mind works. And that's all I have to say. Namaste.
And so it is. Beautiful, Patti. Thank you for expressing what was going on with you, and releasing and letting go and knowing and trusting that God has got the answer for you. A few days ago, I was struggling with something around here and I just couldn't figure out what to do. And I stopped and I said, you know what, God, this is bigger than me, but I'm going to turn this over to you to give me the answer. I just wish I knew what I was worried about before, because I dismissed it so much. I don't even remember what it was. Hopefully it'll come back to me and go, oh yeah, that was right. Because that's how much I let go of it. And we know that works always, as God is in our corner. Always, always, always. Beautiful. Thank you so much. We got some music by Mr. Jim Severino.
Nice to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yes, thank you.
I was walking on a Blue Ridge, and I met a woman there, a creature of heaven, angel in a white dress. She wore lilies in her hair. I said I'm searching for life's true meaning, but I feel like a leaf in a gale. I'm hopeful I will find it. I'm afraid that I may fail. So I walk out on the Blue Ridge, where the beauty fills my soul, till the music flows right through me, and the mountains make me whole. She said your questions already answered, but some answers are slow to be heard. Don't speak of failure, don't let the sound reach me, because I don't know the meaning of the word. Speak about courage, speak about beauty, speak about love till the day you die. Speak about nature, speak about green grass, speak about a big yellow sun and a clear blue sky. Now my daughter walks the Blue Ridge. She wears lilies in her hair. Up the hillside, down the valley, singing sweet in the clear mountain air. Sing about courage, sing about beauty, sing about love till the day you die. Sing about nature, sing about green grass, sing about a big yellow sun and a clear blue sky. Well, she walks along the Blue Ridge where the beauty fills her soul, till the music flows right through her and the mountains make her whole.
Thank you, Jim.
Thank
Thank you. That was beautiful. What an uplifting tune. I loved it. Here at the Positive Living Center, we're all about maintaining a positive lifestyle. And there are some days when we struggle with it, like anyone else does on the planet, but we can always come back to what we know is true through God and through these teachings. Beautiful. It's time for our main speaker this morning, and I am proud to introduce this lovely lady, Reverend Judy DeRosa.
Thank
Morning,
you.
Judy.
Good morning, everyone. So nice to see all these little squares filled and smiling faces. And my friend George from Hypnosis Motivation Institute is tuned in with us. Ruth and just everyone. So glad to see you. My talk is about divine intelligence that flows through me. We all are connected in a sense of gracious unity. Happy spring. We have our equinox and all the turning of the cosmic wheel is going on. And we understand that we're on this ride together. And as we enhance our relationship, we understand that there is a grace that's going on. I believe we're here to inspire each other, and that the beauty of the Positive Living Center is the non-denominational unity of our gatherings. May we come together with the intention of a deeper understanding of consciousness. We are here because we made the decision to listen to another point of view. And all beliefs are welcome here, because the Positive Living Center can bring old and new concepts that help us to grow when we open our minds. I'm so grateful that we welcome the vastness of new thought, the thought of Buddhism, the Tao, paganism, Christianity, Judaism, and Aboriginal thoughts and wisdom. This is how we grow. This encompassing of awareness that we all have deep, wondrous beliefs. Now, in the 9th century, a Buddhist sage told a monk that if you meet the Buddha alongside the road, kill him. What? What can this possibly mean? Let me explain that the wise Zen teacher points out to turn the Buddha into a religious fetish is to miss the essence of what he taught. To kill the Buddha is to awaken to one's own sacred self. This life lesson has to do with self-discovery. Siddhartha Gautama had decided to listen to himself in order to discover himself. We are not here to mimic the Buddha or Jesus or anyone else. We can be inspired by their lives, but not mimic them. Our relationship to God, to the Great Spirit, to Creator, is to remember that we are influenced by everything around us. The physical body is our vessel. We inhabit this amazing self-healing tool. And the inner shaman knows all elements of life have a spiritual aspect and a material aspect. They can guide us to understand that our finest treasures are often hidden. And a shaman can help us go where people are most afraid to venture. We are host to the cosmic universe, often called God. We are the temple in which we share this experience with the great mystery. But keep in mind, this is of our own making, our design. Our prize is self-realization. This is our world, and we are on a grand adventure here and on earth to experience in endless ways our own evolution. The idea of self-discovery goes hand in hand with healing, emotional, physical, spiritual healing, and unfolding. Often these opportunities or challenges are presented in our cosmic experience, and it is difficult for people to separate or select one issue at a time. Doesn't work that way. After all, what are we if not complex? Yes, I believe that I can gain a depth of awareness by saying yes to this moment. As we gather together via Zoom on Sundays, we do create with our collective awareness a better attitude, a knowing that we are family, a knowing that we can, with our thoughts, shift reality. We are unconsciously sorting and delving into our emotions, our physicality, and spiritual awakening. This is self-mastery. This is a lifetime of discovery. And if you have read about Buddha or Jesus or Chief Seattle, these great teachers were on the same path that we're on now. These teachers took the time to ask the difficult questions. They trusted the path of an inward look at what is invisible, and to the outside world, their actions were also questioned. Our soul's journey, our path, or destiny seemingly pushed by an inner need is often ignored because we have been taught to fit in and not stand out and not be so odd. In the shamanic world, we honor the uniqueness of individuals. Their gifts are as priceless as the air we breathe. We are basically taught to ignore our inner knowing when we're children. As we grow spiritually, we will come back to whatever was deemed foolish, unproductive, or valueless by others. This circular path back to the soul's journey is our true nature. This is our self-discovery. We are in a constant state of changing our mind, changing our awareness. And as we open our mind, we become clearer. Who would you become if you stopped telling yourself the tales that have defined you up until now? Making new decisions that give more insight into the beingness of this human state of evolution, which makes us curious about the universe, is part of our own personal power. Our child self knew. It knew of self-discovery through play, through asking questions. When we do this act of change, it is helping us to feel whole again. This awakening can be described as picking up pieces of one's self that we thought we had lost and putting this personal puzzle back together again. This is the feeling of wholeness. In shamanic terms, this is called soul retrieval. We have forgotten that we are so much more than we have been led to believe. We are here to remember who we really are. Becoming along this path is part of that remembering. We are becoming our true self. What are we? What are we really? In truth, we are magnificent souls. An astrophysicist using radio astronomy realized that the human body generates the same radiation as a star. Yes, we emit light. We are stardust. We are chains of unique linked DNA experiencing a vast world of opportunities that we select. We do this. We are co-creators with Source, and we are healers and seers, and we remember as we resume the quest to get back to the original path, which is to be of service to each other. We experience the roles of contrast and learn more about divine intelligence within. We may marry, we create relationships, we build a home, we have children, or we may wander the earth, this beautiful planet, and learn as we go. Or we study to be a plumber, or a doctor, or a teacher, or a shaman. On and on these labels can be applied to what we have chosen to develop. We are not here by accident. The soul's journey can be as bleak or as rich as we're willing to make it. If you feel trapped, then it's time to re-examine the story that you have sold or told to yourself. Taking responsibility for this life filled with gifts and lessons. This is why we're really here. You could ask the question, is the separation from God a form of death, which we call birth, which may be a cycle in life and death? Our societal teachings tell us to fear death. And personally, I would rather understand this transformation, not fear it, because we are so much more. Our energy is constant and unlimited, because energy does not die. Often, when we're only exposed to one level of understanding or consciousness, we have a very narrow view in life. Our view of this cosmic university is only as vast as we allow it to be. We are becoming the change that we want for the future of our planet. Now, in the shamanic tradition, it is believed to have started in Siberia about 4,000 years ago, and then spread all over the earth. There have been shamans on every continent and in almost every culture. No one people owns the term shaman, for it is the term for the spiritual healer of any people. According to Maurice Elad, a religious scholar and historian, he said, the shaman is the specialist in the soul. And shamanism has everything to offer to life. I personally came into contact with medicine people at various ceremonies. Over years, I was often contacted to join them on a much more private level of delving into sacred space. I was taught to observe the people around me and also observe myself. How I responded and how that could serve the greater good was just a tiny part of my training. Little did I know that synchro destiny would continue throughout my life. I've been told that there are two paths in life. One is to live believing that there are no miracles. That was my mother. And the other is to live believing that everything is a miracle. I am a firm believer that each person that I meet is a living miracle with a unique story. And we rarely make time to stop and listen to the depth of the man or woman and their story and their true wisdom. I see it in all your faces. You hold great stories. The shaman or medicine woman or man, listen. They are respected in their community and they are trusted. Their instructions are given to the individual seeking healing are always carried out. Belief is a powerful tool. If the person does not take the suggestion given by the shaman, then the shaman never takes this personal. He or she knows that timing for this individual, man, woman, or child, is always in the hands of that unique being. And this person may need their disease. It could be their chosen path. And who are we to take that away from them? Asking for help is often the first step in any form of healing. Some medicine people use sound to heal. Some use the drum and rattle. Some use stones laid on the physical body. The curandera uses an egg to remove the discord from the physical body. Some use sage and vision quest for their client to travel into the astral planes, to bring back allies, which can help remove a negative block or a curse, meaning negative energy such as envy or greed or false hope, false love or possessiveness, lust, that has been placed by other people's negative thoughts. I repeat, thoughts have powerful, powerful energy. Shamans know this, medicine people know this, and we in the Positive Living Center, we know this. Most people have simply forgotten that we are linked with the universal energy of love. This energy has never disappeared. Our culture has pushed its own agendas to scoff at the ancient shamanic healing world. After all, how can you make money if people get well? Shamanism is a level of healing which holds many gifts that are truly unexplainable to our conditions, yet inquiring minds trust this. We continue to search for truth, for trust, for faith, for inner harmony and balance. For those who follow beliefs such as the Tao, they know that the natural world of herbs promote a step towards healing, not a dependence on pharmaceutical drugs. As we come into this space of unity with our Creator and with nature, we may see that this divine intelligence expresses through all illuminated energetic life on the planet. And this is truly our own shamanic instinct kicking in, telling us the truth we already know. The truth that shimmers like light on water. There is so much more for us to learn. And we are an expansive, energetic force that we only get a glimmer of. Leo Buscaglia says, this is a quote from him, if one wishes to be a lover, one must start by saying yes to love. Say yes to your own goodness. Say yes to your own good health. Our adventure here on Mother Earth is unique to each individual. As we lift the unnecessary burdens of fear or regret or lost love and unrealistic goals set by ourselves or others, we can heal our bodies. Then through our introspection, we can truly be free of discord, disease, or despair. Embrace the unexpected beauty that we hold within our senses. Live believing that everything is a miracle, while opening the intuitive third eye to venture towards a shaman's point of view. Be that person that makes peace with this inner and outer world as we awaken to one's sacred self. And then, when you meet the Buddha alongside the road, you have no need to kill him. Just spend your time sending your loving thoughts and keep going on your very own sacred path. And so it is.
Thank you, Judy, so much. We are here on purpose. I believe that. I believe we're here to learn and to seek and to be. We're only here for a short time physically on this planet. So we always searching out and wanting to be more, and we can be more, just like you talked about, Judy. Thank you. It's beautiful. It's time for our healing circle. I'll ask Reverend Sandy to guide us through this circle this morning. Good morning, Sandy.
Good morning. Let me just go over the parameters so everybody remembers. We start off with the practitioners and the ministers sending the intention and the prayer, and then we'll go to anyone who wants to offer up their needs or their concerns or anything that they want to say, and you'll just have to remember to unmute if you'd like to talk. So, Angie, if you'll please begin.
Thank you. Join me. Let's go to that top floor of awareness where fear and doubt cannot exist, where only love and oneness resides. As we go within, we realize right here and right now that we are a life form of this divine energy. The nature of the divine and our nature are one and the same. We're whole, we're complete, we're abundant, and we accept right here and right now this perfect healing energy of love through every cell in our body. We know this is who we are, and in form, that form is the perfection of this divine energy, and we accept that right here and right now. Ego amo te, I love you, and so it is.
Any ministers or practitioners who'd like to share, please?
We are filled with light. We heal our bodies, our minds, and our spirit simply by going within, simply by asking our body to know and remember it is loved. We are clear, perfect channels to transform any low vibration into a healing that is clear and complete. Aham.
And in this knowing of the light, in this knowing of the clarity of the truth of who we are, as we go within, we know that God is. We know that as we expand within and allow the light to come in, that this light is really always within us, the spark of the oneness of God's source. And we can allow this light to flow through us, with us, for us, and as us, in not only within our body, but in all areas of our life. Wherever there's disharmony, we can bring in harmony. And we can know this harmony and wholeness and clarity as who and what we are. And we can allow it to be so. And so it is.
2 days ago, I had given something over to God. And then I forgot what it was that I gave over, and it just came to me during service. I had a slight health issue going on with me personally, and I just realized during service, it's gone. It's already gone because I thoroughly let go of it and released it and let God. So it is.
And so it is.
Is done.
It is done.
Anyone else?
And the diversity of all that is always there to serve us and be with us and to walk beside us and to help us feel that we're not alone, that we are with this energy at all times. And that's the present moment, the present moment. It is always with us. And sometimes because we're human, we forget, and that's okay. That's okay, that's part of the journey. But when you come back, and you can come back as quickly as that, it works itself out. It works, and it is for us, not against us. And so it is.
And so it is.
It is done. Anyone else?
This is Abby, and I would like to put myself in the healing circle. I could use the extra positive thoughts. Thank you.
Thank you, Abby. It is done.
It is done.
Thank you.
Anyone else? We have time, so please share. So let us know that all is well in all of our lives. All of what we have is there. Know that all is good. Feel it. Breathe it in and out. The beauty of this healing energy surrounding us, swirling through us. Life is good. Life is very, very good. And I accept this goodness, this wealth, this abundance, this beauty, this joy for all of us with heartfelt gratitude and thankfulness for the gift that we all are to each other. I know as we go forth this week, we spread this frequency and this love, this light, that we are a gift in this world. And I accept all of who we are, all that we are always. And I give such gratitude for that. And say with me, please, and so it is.
Wonderful. Thank you, Reverend Sandy, for leading that. And thank you to those who asked for prayers. It is time for our offertory. I would like for us to still to say the offertory prayer first. Divine love flowing through me blesses and increases all that I give and all that I receive. Thank you. I believe in the chat box, Missy, there is information on how you can give to oh, you're muted, so I can't hear you. Okay. Yes. She gave me a thumbs up. Yes, in the chat box, there's our information. We do have a different PO box now, you know, Chris, so please use that. I cannot thank you enough for those who are in service every day, every week to the PLC, and for those of you who send your monies so that we can keep our center going and keeping it as beautiful as possible while it awaits our return there. So thank you all for all that you do and all that you give. Announcements. Do we have any announcements this morning?
The annual meeting is next week following the service, and all are invited.
Yes, thank you for the reminder of that. Other announcements? Wow, everybody's just loved up today. Wonderful, wonderful. The next week's speaker is a guy by the name of Joe Bull. I can't wait to hear what he has to say. He's kind of a character, but I look forward to hearing him anyway. I look forward to seeing you all next week for that.
Practitioner of the day?
Practitioner of the day is
The circle.
well, the circle. We don't have an actual practitioner name today, but if you would want to contact anyone for prayer, you can ask any minister, call upon any minister, call upon any practitioner. We are all here for you.
And the names are in the chat box.
Yes, they are, names and phone numbers. So please use that. Let's do the prayer of protection, please. The light of God surrounds me. The love of God enfolds me. The power of God protects me. The presence of God watches over me. The energy of God is me. Wherever I am, God is, and all is well. So good to see all of you today. Thank the speakers and Jim for the music today. It was wonderful. And I'll ask Reverend Sandy to give us a closing prayer.
Oh, just feel it. Feel the love, the joy, the warmth of our family. Feel it as it enfolds you and guides you and supports you on your path. This world is a better place because each and every one of us is here on our journey. Each and every one is here learning how to explore life to the fullest, to experience all that it can be. Know that we are a gift to each other and to this world. Accept your gifthood. It is important that you love yourself and recognize yourself. And I accept this for all of us. For we go forth and we share, and the world is a beautiful place to be in. And I give such glorious thanks for that which is ours. And say with me, please, and so it is. Oh, thank you, everybody. It's been a great Sunday.
Thank you, everybody.
Good to see you all.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Judy.
Thanks, Judy. Great to see you.
Thank you.
Oh, hi,
Bye,
everyone.
everybody. Have a great week.
Have a great week. To
Bye,
everyone.
Jean.
Thank you, Judy.
Bye. Oh, how do we? I go there. It is. There's the fun.